The anime adaptation of Yoshitoki Oima's To Your Eternity premiered today, and I just finished watching it. If you're looking for something different and unique, I suggest checking this out. I read a few pages of the first manga chapter a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it seemed very interesting, so I decided to check the show out. It has a very unique premise, and judging off of this first episode, this story is likely to be very emotional and profound. In the beginning of the episode, some being, which I assume is God, sends an orb to Earth that can transform into things around it that stimulate it. It starts out as a rock, then moss, and then finally a wolf that dies near it. I think it's kind of clever that the story's being told from this omniscient creator. I also like that when the orb becomes conscious, it has to learn how to function as the thing that it transforms into. For example, it has to learn how to walk after turning into the dead wolf. It eventually meets the owner of the wolf that died and begins to live with him. As the episode progresses, we learn more about the boy through his dialogue as he talks to the transformed orb. The dialogue the boy has with the transformed orb serves as a way to not only convey information regarding his situation to the audience, but also his inner thoughts. The boy and the transformed orb eventually leave his home in search of a paradise that his family and the others left to find. Throughout their journey together, the boy starts to question whether they should keep going and tries to convince himself to keep moving forward, and this is all conveyed through his dialogue as he speaks to the transformed orb. As they continue to travel, the boy starts finding markers indicating that the people he knows were there at some point. I won't spoil what happens to him or the fate of the people that left him, but you'll probably be able to predict what is going to happen after a certain point in their journey. Regardless, the resolution of the first episode was sad and kind of poetic. The orb experienced both pain and loss for the first time, and that was clear despite it not being able to speak. I would have preferred to not have some of that narration at the end of the episode, but other than that, it's not overused. A lot can still be understood and inferred through the boy or the orb's actions. I thought that this was an interesting, well-written first episode. In regards to its presentation, the animation and art looked good, and the music was very fitting. Brains Base was the animation studio that worked on this, but I'm not familiar with a lot of their work, so I can't speak to how good they are. Nothing too impressive in this episode in terms of visuals, but it's really the storytelling that shines here. This looks to be a story about what it means to be alive, specifically human, and what kind of emotions and trials we experience and deal with throughout life. At least that's what I think judging off of this first episode, and that is very different from a lot of the things that we're getting this season, so I suggest giving this a shot. If you've seen the premiere of To Your Eternity, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.